In this example, I'm going to show you how to use charts from the SiteAudit Analyzer inside a PowerPoint presentation. And what we're looking at here is an inventory chart by manufacturer. So it's showing the quantity of devices for each of our manufacturers. And perhaps we don't like the way this particular chart looks. So let's change it a little bit, and then we're going to put this chart into PowerPoint and see how we can work with it and update it automatically. Okay, so I'm going to select the chart, and I'm going to go to my design and change the chart type. Okay, so instead of a pie chart, maybe I want a column chart, and let's make it 3D bars. Okay, so by default, this is what we have here. And maybe that doesn't even look as good. So what we can do is we could do, if we want a different chart type, okay, that looks okay. And we can change the colors if we don't like those as well, but let's just leave it like this for now. And what I'm going to do is get rid of this axis title. Actually, let's leave that there because that has the values. And I'm going to change the colors here. So what I'm going to do is just double click on our chart, and we're going to go to the fill, and for these guys here, and I'm going to say vary colors by point. Okay, so now each of those have a different color. Okay. All right, so this is the chart that I want to present in PowerPoint. And maybe another thing I want to do is order these so we see the smallest to largest. So let's sort these. Let's go to more sort options. I'm going to do sorting by the count. Okay. All right, so here we have from the least to the most amount. Maybe we even want to have the value on each bar to make it a little bit easier to see. Okay, so we have different options that we can choose here for our data. Let's do it like this. Okay. All right, so now all I have to do is copy this chart. You can do a Control-C or just right-click and copy, and go to my PowerPoint presentation and paste it in here. Okay, so I'm going to hit Control-V, and here's my chart. Okay, so we have a chart in PowerPoint presentation, and this is for a particular customer's database. So it looks pretty good like this, but what else can we do to make this a little more exciting? Okay, so we can do something, we can animate this. So let's go to our animations, and we'll have each of these charts fade in. Okay, so now the chart fades in. If we come over to our animation pane by doing that over here and select Affect Timing Options, let's go to Chart Animation and select by Elements in Series. Now what it's going to do is it's going to animate one at a time. All right, so now when I'm doing my slideshow or my presentation for the customer, I could be talking about, the manufacturers, and I could say, okay, well, there's 3 Konica Minoltas and 8 Oki Data. We have 50 Canon devices, 83 Lexmarks, and the one that's the most is Hewlett Packard. So it makes it nice for doing a presentation like this, okay? So what's really cool about using the analyzer with PowerPoint or even with Microsoft Word is we can go back now to our presentation, and you could say, you know what, I don't want to show the Konica Minolta devices or the Oki Data in here because I don't really care too much about those, okay? So we can update those like this. Now when I go back to my presentation, if you notice, it's updated automatically. Okay, so it has a connection between the analyzer and Word and PowerPoint. So what this means then is you create your presentation one time for one customer, and then before you go to your next customer, what you can do is go to your analyzer, and you can choose your Site Audit tab. You can go to a different customer. Okay, so maybe you're a hosted administrator, you connect with a key file, come up here and select your database. Okay, say I want maybe just this first one. Make sure my update all tables is selected. Say select and then refresh all. And now this is going out to another database that's hosted on a remote server for a hosted client, and it's pulling in that data and will update the all the charts in your template. Okay, and by doing this, it's also going to update my PowerPoint presentation. Okay, so we've finished collecting the data from our remote database for another customer. If we come over to our PowerPoint presentation, we can see here now that we have the information for that customer, and we don't need to modify our presentation. We simply update the data in our SiteAudit Analyzer, and the PowerPoint presentation is updated. And we can do the same thing for this customer, and we can show them how many Epsons, Canons, Lexmarks, and HPs we have. Okay, so I hope this gets you thinking about some ideas and what you can do with the SiteAudit Analyzer and with your presentations. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to send us a message.